happy Friday. Welcome back to another 5 weekly favorites. First up is I'm just gonna call it a self-care favorite. I got a new heating pad on Amazon. I had one of those, I know you know the type, the like light blue, I think the brand is Sunbeam. The one that comes, they have it at Walgreens. It's like a tiny heating pad. The sleeve always comes off, and I was having like lower back pain for a while, so I was heating my back like every night. I'm like, this is not working for me. So I found this on Amazon for like $20. It's super soft, and it's a little bit larger, so I like how you can like put it around your shoulders if you want. It's very malleable, so like it's very easy to get on that lower back area. I will say the one I was using gets hotter, but that's not really a bad thing. Like this one, I use it on the highest heat setting. I think it's 5 or 6, and it's not super hot, but still really helps. So overall, can't recommend it enough. Okay, I have a self-care favorite too. It's this Gouache. So I have one from Sephora that I had used in the past, and it's this like beautiful blue lapis color, and I loved it. It was Sephora collection brand, but I just realized that like this divot wasn't deep enough to really like get in there. And something about it, I don't know, like even the flat side, I feel like it was maybe a little too flat, not like curved enough. So I got this one because Britta has it in black, and it was like $6 or $7 on Amazon, cheap. Like so cheap, and it's good quality. Like it's definitely like a stone, and it's pretty like thick and heavy, and it's just, well, it's glass, not stone, or glass, yeah. And it's just been like working really nice. I feel like it does exactly what it's supposed to do. I've been really trying to do it every day. Like just when I watch TV, now that I'm like not getting Botox, it's like a long story, but just to like try to minimize my fine lines and like raise my eyebrows, and I think it's working, so that's great. And it's just so cheap that I wanted to call it out, and we'll link it down below, and it's a good one. I have some breakouts right now. I don't know if they're hormonal or what's going on, but I had a really bad one over here that I know I talked about either on here or TikTok somewhere, and it would not go away. It still is kind of like hanging around, or at least healing. And it was one of those cystic zits that's like below the skin, and I never really popped my zit, so I don't know why it like wasn't healing properly. But I found these that I had, the Dr. Jart Focus Spot Blemish Micro Tip Patch, and this that Hero Cosmetics sent us. It's their Rescue Balm Post Blemish Recovery Cream. It's like a few nights in a row I would use one of these and then put this on like in the morning, and so I guess this was not great because I don't know what actually was helping to heal, or if it was the combination, but both of these together really helped to make it go away. Like I said, now it's still kind of there, but it's really minimized and it's much flatter. And these are like micro needles, so you can definitely feel them going into your skin, but I like it because they really stick where you put them. Like sometimes the normal like zit patches that I use, which I've been using on like the blemishes on my face, they can fall off or they don't really stick as securely. This one like suctions onto your face. And then this cream, I don't know, it says it's made of panthenol, beta-glucan, oligopeptides, and it is really nice. It's a really thick like paste like cream, and you just rub it on the blemish, and I think it really does help to heal. So this combination is great if you have like cystic zits. Okay, next up is Actors on Actors, which is by Variety, or yeah, Variety on, well, we watch it on YouTube. I think it's only on YouTube, right? Oh yeah, I guess it's not like a podcast, so that's true. And we had loved this like segment in the past, and it's basically like they take two actors that I would say are like on the same professional level, but maybe in like very different genres. But the one we watched recently was Lizzie Olsen and Megan Fahey, and we loved them both. And we were like, then it like got us back into it. Like then I went on like, then I watched the Glenn Powell, Kate Hudson one, and I started the Zendaya and Andrew, oh my God, Garfield. Yeah, I saw that one. I added a bunch to my watch later. And I mean, we're not in the business, but I always like have admired actors. Sorry, what I was saying is I've always admired actors. Not like it's a tough job, but I think that there's a lot that comes with it that you probably don't really know until you're like thrust into it. You also like really can't give up if you want your dreams to come true. Yeah. So I feel like getting to know each of them on like a deeper level, and kind of like what their process is with acting. Like they usually talk about their most recent project. Yeah. And then they'll talk about like maybe like what their big break was, what their like process is. how they feel about their job. It's really funny though, because you can really tell who's been in the biz for a long time and who is like a little bit uncomfortable with their celebrity, because I watched like Glenn Powell and Kate Hudson one, and she was a fantastic interviewer. Like she knew Glenn. But yeah, they're friends. That actually surprised me. They usually don't pair people, I think, that like really know each other. Well, yeah, that's true, but I mean, they're not like good friends. She just asked the best vacation together. No, he said he's gone to some of her parties. They're not best friends. Yeah. But I think that she was just great at like asking the good questions, because she knew what to ask, but she like comes from that family background. Like I think she's always been in the spotlight. Oh yeah, she's really calm. I watched the one with Theo James and Brett Goldstein, both are English actors, and neither of them wanted to answer questions. They were passing it on to the other person, and then they started laughing because no one wanted to answer a question. Funny. And so I think that in Brett Goldstein, like he only recently became famous from Ted Lasso, and he's like in his 40s, so that would be way more uncomfortable than if you were like grew up in that and are like used to interviews essentially. Yeah. So it is funny, the different dynamics. I also think, I don't know which one this was, but they mentioned, I think they make them do the cover photo before the interview, which is crazy to me. Like they don't know each other. Oh, really? And they have to like pose, like touching and like kind of hugging for the cover photos. The cover photos are so cute. Yeah. And they should make like a book or something. They're all so cute. One of them I was watching, they were talking about how like they had to learn. Oh, it was Ali Wong and Jason Segel. That one was incredible. People were like, they need to be in a movie together. They just were like the same person. Like they got each other so well and communicated so well. But she was saying that like she learned really quick that you have to know how to take photos if you're going to be in this business. And so she had like model friends like teach her how to pose. And he was like, oh yeah, like he was like, oh yeah, well I'm a hand model, so I already knew all this, like as a joke. But he's like, no, for real, it's like super intimidating, because they mentioned how they had to do the photo shoot before starting the interview. And I was like, wow, that really puts a new perspective on the photos. But yeah, it's really, we're long-winded now, but yeah. Watch them on YouTube, they're really great. Okay, and last up is another show, so I won't stay here long because I talked about this on stories, but Platonic on Apple TV has become like one of my new favorite shows. I love it so much. It's with Rose Byrne and Seth Rogen. It's Rose Byrne, right? I can never know what her last name is. Yeah. The two of them have like unbeatable chemistry. Like their banter is everything, and I just find their characters and their dynamic to be hilarious. It's about two platonic best friends. They met in their early 20s, I believe, and then he gets married and they lose touch because she doesn't really get along with the wife, and then years later he's getting a divorce, so she reaches out to like check on him, see how he's doing, and they basically become like instant best friends again. And so it's all about their like platonic adventures. Like they'll go and do things together that maybe like she should be doing with her husband, but it's also like funnier when it's like this friend, and they're just like brutally honest with each other. And he owns a bar in the Arts District. And another thing I really like about it that I didn't realize until someone else on Instagram was talking about it was that they show like so many different areas of LA and so many different places like we've been, and I think that's actually kind of rare these days. Like usually a show will take place mostly on a set, like let's say like New Girl, like they were supposed to live downtown but that loft was a set, and they don't ever really go out in LA. So I like that this show like really actually shows actual Los Angeles, and I think that's pretty rare. So highly recommend. I think there's like 7 episodes out, so it's really easy to catch up. Okay, and that's everything for this week. We hope you guys had a great week, and we'll see you next week.